Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. In my last XRP analysis, I actually made an update telling you guys that I was getting ready to put a margin long on XRP, and I had my stop loss set at 17.5 cents. I just got stopped out of that over the last couple days, but I'm updating you guys with my new trading plan because I'm actually going to be flipping long again because I'm still very bullish on this setup. Sometimes the market goes in the opposite direction that you're expecting, and because of that, we have a trading plan in place to protect us. Today, I'm going to be diving into XRP. I'm going to be updating my trading plan. I'm going to be explaining why it's important to have a trading plan. We're also going to be looking at XRP on the shorter time frames and then comparing it with where I think that we're going to be ending up on a longer time frame. There's a lot of really important things with XRP. This has been one of my biggest investments, and I'm getting ready to flip long again. So make sure that you guys pay attention to this video because it's really going to help you guys a lot that's been following with my personal plan. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Make sure that you guys click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos like the one provided for you here. And always remember, guys, I have a Discord community and we hit 10,000 members yesterday. Thank you guys so much for helping me get to that goal. It means so much to have such an amazing supporting community here. You know, 10,000 members is so much, and we're growing quicker and quicker each and every day. So make sure that you guys join. It's free for anybody that wants to. All you guys got to do is click in the description of this video. There you're going to find the invitation link to my Discord. Now, for your people that are wanting to hear more info on how to sign up for my video course and signals, that's some of the more exclusive content that I offer inside of my Discord. Make sure that you guys wait all the way to the end of this video. I'm going to teach you guys what the video course comes with, and then I'm going to also dive into how you guys can copy my long-term portfolio as well. All right, guys, with all that being said, we've got a lot of really exciting things to cover today, tons of XRP analysis. So without further ado, let's jump right in the video today. Alrighty guys, so here we are taking a look at XRP on the dollar. We're going to go through and just give you guys some quick analysis with things because you guys already know. In my last video, I told you that I was getting ready to long XRP, and I did, but I got stopped out. And so I wanted to talk about my trading plan. I wanted to go over and actually analyze the short time frame because I'm actually going to be flipping long again. Now, one thing to keep a note of, guys, is it's so important to have a trading plan. You know, for me, I'm not wrecked in this position because I only took a calculated risk. And so my position sizing was calculated. I had a stop loss in place too. So, you know, in the case of getting stopped out, which I did, I was okay and I wasn't really losing that much money. Now, this is why it's really important to have a trading plan. And I figured today would be a perfect opportunity for me to share with you guys what a trading plan looks like, how you guys can create one, and you know, how to actually manage your trading plan. Because for me, I got stopped out, but because I got stopped out, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, the trade is done. I'm still going to be taking another one. I'm just going to be recalculating my trading plan because, you know, guys, you can't always be right when you're trading. You know, long-term investing is easy because you're mainly just dollar cost averaging, but when you're actually trying to trade with margin, you got to have a stop loss. If you don't have a stop loss, you're going to get wrecked. Simple as that. And so let's go through here and talk about some things. Now, my last trading plan was, I told you guys that I was longing at 20 cents, virtually just every cent I was going to long. So 20 cents, 19 cents, and then good old 18 cents. Got a little bit carried away ahead of myself, but it's all right, guys. And then I had my stop loss set at 17.5 cents. So all right there, about the very freaking bottom of that consolidation was my stop, and I got stopped out. Now, the only reason that I'm actually taking this trade again is because of the fact we went right to that stop loss and tagged me out. So it was just one of those dumb things where, you know, I got a little bit too carried away, set my stop loss a little too close. Probably should have set it at 17 cents, but it's whatever. I'm actually going to be flipping long at the exact same spot that I got stopped out, so it's all going to be fine. So this was my trading plan. I bought in all three of these levels, and then I got stopped out here. So this was the invalidated trading plan that I'm moving on from, and I'm now going to be sharing with you guys an updated one. I'm actually going to be longing here at about 17.5 cents. Because I genuinely believe in this setup. You know, guys, I wouldn't be taking this trade again normally anytime. If I get stopped out of a trade, I'm moving on to the next one. This is one of those rare times where I'm actually going to be taking another trade with this because I really do like this setup. Now, a lot of people are bearish on XRP, and I can understand why. Obviously, it's done really bad in the bear market. Everybody's very skeptical about it. You know, we've only ever had lower lows and lower highs, and this is kind of no different as far as structure goes, but it does look a little different to me personally, which is why, you know, I'm taking this trade again. So really the way that I'm looking at this is I'm going to long here at 17.5 cents. And, you know, I'm going to rock a stop loss. And we're going to let this stop loss go a little bit lower this time. We're actually going to set this stop loss at about 16 cents. So just under 10% is going to be that stop. And honestly, guys, if it goes this low, I'm not even going to mess with it. At this point, if it goes lower than that, I'm really going to be expecting a lot of downside. But the thing is, guys, we're looking like we might be forming a little short-term bottom right here at that 17-cent mark. And if we come in here, we can see that. This is kind of the way that I personally perceive this. We do have some bullish divergence on the shorter time frames. Technically, we've had these 3 lows here. But the bullish divergence on the RSI is showing that there are some short-term exhaustion with the sellers, which makes me feel pretty confident. This is taking place, you know, this bullish divergence is taking place right at that stop loss, which is why I'm fine with actually taking another trade here. I actually expect this to bounce up. You know, I've got this stop loss down here. If I get stopped at 16 cents, I'm not going to be entering this trade again, because at that point, I'm definitely going to be expecting downside. And that's actually exactly what I told you guys in the last update. I said that if we hit this stop loss down here at 16.5 cents, or 17.5 cents, I said that that was going to be my point where I'm going to be bearish. But, you know, I'm taking the trade again because we're showing that short-term seller exhaustion right at that stop loss. If we would have sold off a little bit lower, you know, maybe I would have been more skeptical. But the thing is, guys, I really do like this setup that we're seeing. And so with that being said, the way I'm kind of watching this is this to me just looks like a big 1, 3, and a 5-wave impulse. And then we got, you know, our ABC correction back down. ABC, right? And so this to me just looks like a big 1-wave impulse, which is why, you know, I have the conviction willing to just take the trade again, even though I got stopped out. You know, I still believe in this because this is just a really early cycle. It's just a 1-wave. Sometimes the 1-wave can retrace really deep, and so it's kind of hard to, you know, sometimes figure out where it's going to retrace, because technically this could retrace 100 or 99.99% of this entire move from, you know, prior to COVID crash. And so that's just something to watch out for. But nonetheless, during this next impulse, I would actually expect us to come and start getting a little bit more crazy upwards of this 30-cent mark, really 33 cents. Just this resistance that we've been messing around with for quite some time. That's personally what I'm going to be watching out for with this trading plan. I'm expecting that we will come back and tag this 30-cent mark. This is really the resistance that's held us for quite some time now, about right here. Let's make it a little bigger. You guys can see that this is a very, very strong area of demand. It's acted as support a number of different times. It's acted as resistance a number of different times. And we're still just consolidating below that. So in this next impulse, I'm actually expecting us to hit, you know, 30 cents. Maybe we get a short-term pullback, and then maybe we get that breakout that takes us close to about 36 cents. But either way, guys, I'm not too worried about the Elliott wave count. Really what I'm just watching for is just that we need to reclaim this level. That's the biggest thing here. I'm going to remove my trading plan now that you guys already know. Remember, guys, I'm entering the market right now at 17.5 cents. I have a stop loss set at 16 cents. 10% stop, so you guys now know. Now let's actually dive into kind of what I'm thinking about with targets, because what I'm watching for here is this major horizontal level at 30 cents, and I'm also going to be watching for this major descending resistance that we're kind of just right under as of right now. So, you know, right now our descending resistance is looking like we have confluence at about 22 cents approximately. So when we do start impulsing from this level, I would expect us this short-term descending resistance to be broken relatively quickly, and then that's going to take us to this 30-cent mark. At the 30-cent mark, I would expect somewhat of a short-term pullback. Maybe we come back down and retest, you know, descending resistance as trending support, and then I would actually be expecting another bigger sizable move. But the thing is, guys, we could actually get that sizable move, you know, in this first little breakout right here. We could break out clear up to here, go to 35, 36 cents, something like that. And then we might just chop around here before going higher. Because really, guys, once this 30-cent level is reclaimed, that's going to bring a ton of confidence. And I've actually seen a lot of really good traders on Twitter talk about that. They're personally just waiting for the time when XRP breaks and reclaims this 30-cent mark. When that happens, they're planning to go all in on XRP. But the more conservative traders are playing it that way. For me, I'm just dollar cost averaging. I have enough conviction in XRP from a fundamental perspective that I don't really care so much about us having to reclaim and make a higher high. I'm just going to continue to dollar cost average into this one. And so this is really what I'm going to be watching out for with XRP. Regardless, there's a lot of really good things that we see here. I mean, obviously, you know, this has been a really brutal sell-off. We've had one of the gnarlier bear markets out of any other altcoin out there. And so that's really the biggest reason why so many people are bearish on it. Simple as that. Everybody's doubting XRP. Everybody's been doubting it for a while. people have started flipping and selling their XRP here to go to FOMO into Chainlink, which I'm not denying Chainlink is a good investment. I love Chainlink, and in fact, I actually hold more Chainlink than I do XRP. But the reason why I am not selling my XRP to go into Chainlink is because of the profit return, the profit potential. And that's the thing that people need to understand here. You know, just because you get emotional and see all the other coins popping off while your XRP's gone down, doesn't mean you need to get overly invested and try and flip, you know, sell your positions that you've been at a loss in only to FOMO in something that's already up significantly. Which I still expect Chainlink to do good, so it's not like you're making a terrible decision, but in my opinion, it's not the smartest one because, you know, buying where we're at today and holding to the all-time high in XRP, you're looking at over a 20x return, which is just insane, guys. The fact that XRP is worth 17.5 cents, you know, for me, I can risk a little bit. I can throw some into margin because when this thing pops, you know what, that profit is going to make back all of what I got stopped out on. It's going to make back all of, you know, 4 or 5 plus different trades that I've been stopped out over the last couple months and then some. So that's the way I look at it, guys, is we just have a truly remarkable opportunity here. And everybody's riding off XRP entirely. Nobody's actually expecting it to do good. And that's what's just so funny to me is because, you know, if we drop it to a bigger time frame, it's literally just a repeat cycle of this one. Like, there's literally no difference here. I mean, I don't understand the big reason to be bearish. And this video is going to be kind of just one that's going to help you guys that have maybe heard a lot of other people talking about bearishness, a lot of people talking about how they're flipping their XRP for Link or something like that. Heard a lot of people doing that for Zilliqa at the top, and now look at what happened to Zilliqa. So just remember, guys, to hold strong with your trading plan. At the end of the day, we have something forming right now that's really, really bullish. And it's obvious to me because the last cycle looks so identical to it. I mean, just like the last cycle, we top out, and then we start this sell-off. We get this descending resistance, which is the bear trend. You know, we get rejected off of each one of these levels here until finally this level is broken. We get the confirmed breakout of that downtrend. You know, literally the exact same thing happens here. And then we finish off one more final sell-off inside of this correction to retest trending support. One more final sell-off, retest trending support here. Spring-loaded bounce into new all-time highs. And the same thing is going to happen this time around, and everybody's going to miss out on it. And it's as simple as that, guys. I dare you to find me a cryptocurrency with more bank partnerships than XRP or Ripple, whatever the hell you guys want to call it. Find me more legitimate coins with a more proven track record than XRP. I'll wait. There really isn't any out there. You can argue Bitcoin, you can argue Ethereum, you know, you could argue Chainlink nowadays, but even Chainlink's less developed than XRP is, in my opinion. And so I just don't understand the reason to be super bearish right now. I don't understand the reason why everybody's, you know, so confused, because when you just zoom out, take a look at the big picture trend, what's forming here is just something that's formed virtually every single time. And the fact is, it's lining up so identically to that last cycle that we truly have an amazing opportunity here. Now, before we wrap this up, I want to give you guys one more quick observation as far as time frames go for the most skeptical people here that are watching. People that are still watching here and they're sitting there, you know what, Donovan, you'd have no idea what you're talking about. This is bearish. This is going to 3 cents and it's going to 0 after that. Let's go through here and actually analyze the time frames, because this is what's important. Now, if we come over here, for whatever reason, I've told you guys this time and time again, the new year is the time of reversals inside of this market. So this was the cycle high. We'll label that one red because it was the top for a bear market. And then we go to another year. This is kind of like the midway point of the cycle. We'll label this one yellow. Let's make it a little less yellow. And then we'll go through year 3. So January 1st takes us to 2017. Which will be our final one. This is the end point of the cycle. So we'll label this one green because this was right before, you know, the trend reversed, right? So this is the way that I've been watching these cycles. This is pretty much how it looks. Now, let's compare the prior cycle to the one that we're seeing today, and let's see how identical they are. So cycle high, January 1st. Well, looky there, 2018, exact cycle high top. Label this one red. Let's go to the midway point, which is exactly 1 year from the cycle high. Midway point right here. So we'll label this one green. Let's actually drag it over 1 week, so it's actually in 2019. So 15, let's drag this one over so you guys can see. So 15, 16, 17, it went in a 3-year cycle. This one, same thing. 18, 19, and now we have one final one. So we'll label this one yellow. So this was the midway point, and this was January of 2019. This is the first year of 2019. So we have 15, 16, 17, we have 18, 19, and the final one is at 2020, right here, approximately, a little further above technically. So we'll label this one green because this is the reversal point. So let's go through and just take a look, guys. Just simple, easy, don't overthink it, just look at this. I mean, to me, it's obvious. To me, it doesn't make any sense why anybody's bearish, but, you know, of course, that's just me. But let's look at here and let's just compare it. So just like in the first cycle, we go through this phase, this 3-pump phase. We go through 3 impulse waves. We go 1, 2, and you'll see the pullback if you zoom it out on a short time frame here. 3 pumps, right? And then we get the cycle high. Then we start this short-term downtrend labeled by this red descending resistance, or this red line. Lower lows, lower highs, until finally this move right here, we break out, and then we fall to retest those lows. That happens during green 3. So green year 3, this is the final phase before we go into new all-time highs. And we can see that we get one more final sell-off right after that new year. And so the same thing happens this time around in this cycle, right? We get 3 impulse waves. 1, 2, 3, right? 3 big impulse waves. And then we get the top, right? Then we start this short-term downtrend. This is the red descending resistance, the red downtrend. Same thing happened here. You know, we get to this yellow point. That's kind of like the midway point. Get a little bit further consolidation until finally we break out, make a break of this downtrend. Same thing happens here. And then we get one final sell-off. This takes us to the red green 3. We get one more final low, and this is, if we zoom in real close, you'll see at the new year, we get a bull trap, and then we sell to one more final low before breaking out. What is happening today? Well, new year, bull trap, sell off to one final low. Well, what do you know, guys? We're literally right here at the very bottom of the cycle, and we're about to see a massive breakout, which is why I have enough faith to take another long, even though I got stopped out. You know what? You live and you learn. I didn't lose that much money, so I could care less, honestly. The amount of money that I'm going to make in this trade is going to be so much that, you know, I'll buy a new Tesla Roadster because Lamborghinis are overrated. So I just wanted to go through here, give you guys a nice Friday update on XRP. Wanted to end the week strong for you guys. I'm not actually going to be doing the podcast this weekend because of the fact, you know, me and Dallin aren't actually in the same place together. I'm back in my hometown. He's still in California. So we're not going to be doing that. But I'm actually going to be a guest on somebody else's podcast. I don't even remember their names, but that's going to be this Saturday, so I'm going to be sure to post some links for you guys in the Discord. I'm also going to post them on Twitter so that you guys can see exactly, you know, that podcast, hear a little bit more interpersonal inside of my own personal life, how I got into crypto, and, you know, yada yada, whatever questions they decide to ask me. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Before we wrap up this video, let's quickly talk about how you guys can sign up for the video course and Signals, what it comes with, and really just the pros of doing so. Now, for me, getting into these markets was so hard because I didn't have any quality information to go off of. You guys are going to be able to find that inside of the video course. So for new guys that are getting into this market that want to learn how to trade, want to learn how to invest, and you want to learn how to do all this technical skills that I do on charts, this is where the video course is going to come into play. You know, it's 20 educational videos that teach you guys all of my trading plans. You guys are going to learn how to make a trading plan, a risk management. You guys are going to understand Fibonacci, trend line, support and resistance, everything. All of those things that I use inside of the markets, I'm going to teach you guys in this 20-part series. And I'm also going to be adding new videos down the line. So it's a really good opportunity for new people that want to learn how to do this, want to follow my specific analysis, because I'm a trend trader. I focus on the long-term trends. You're going to be able to find, you know, shorter-term stuff inside of the course, but you're also going to be seeing the long-term prospect that I follow as well. So it's a really good all-around course. Now, for people that would rather just copy all of the trades that I take, 80% of my portfolio goes to long-term investments. And so by joining the Signals, you guys are going to get immediate access to that long-term portfolio with exact percentages of what I've allocated to each investment. After you guys know that, I'm also going to have 20% of my portfolio that I allocate to shorter-term trading as well. So you guys will be able to get my long-term portfolio. We'll just buy and forget about it. And then we'll take the shorter term stuff and start swing trading a lot of this stuff. We've had a ton of really good trades. I'm going to go look at a couple really quickly to give you guys an idea. VeChain, we made 95% profit recently. Quant, we made 200% profit. You know, Zilliqa pumped 200% from our entry. Funfair's been pumping. You know, we've had so many of these different coins. Chainlink was one that we've been calling. Tomo was another one. You know, it really doesn't matter. A lot of these have just been going up in profit. And so you guys are going to be able to find all of those trades. You're going to be able to copy my portfolio, make those profits with me, and it's going to be really easy to follow along. So all of that's going to be in the Discord. I'll post entries, exits, and stop losses on most every trade. So you guys are really going to want to check that out. Now, if you guys want access, all you guys got to do is click in the description of this video. There you're going to find the invitation link to my Discord server. Once you guys have access, just shoot me a message or any of the 6 moderators a message, and I'll be here to help you guys get started on the right path, from the get-go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you all so much for the support. We hit 10,000 members in the Discord. I love each and every one of you, and I'm so excited about what's happening. Long XRP. I'm long everything. Let's get this, bulls. As always, peace out.